I'm Heather Hartman, private chef and holistic health coach. I spent years of my life trying different food trends to be healthy, only to realize all I needed to do was get back to the basics. Starting with foods that were whole and natural, I learned to eat the way nature always intended. That's when everything changed. Now, food is my passion, and I want to prove that healthy doesn't need to be complicated or bland. That's so delicious. It looks so tropical. Nothing like sneaking a bite of chocolate. So good. With tasty recipes and unexpected home hacks, we are getting back to a life that is fresh, simple, and healthy. Today, so many people can feel lost or overwhelmed in life. One of the things that I really like to do to center myself and comfort myself is visualization. There are so many ways to do this. You can really harness the power of your mind, or if you're a more visual person, you can create vision boards. Both of these are great strategies to get you out of whatever space you're currently in and into the future or your future self. One of the things I like to do this is get outside, write all of my goals down in a journal, and get really clear on my vision for today and then also the future. Picking fruits and vegetables is so interesting. As I'm picking the tomatoes and the jalapenos and looking at the vines go deep into the earth, I also imagine myself connected to the earth and this bigger system. It helps me feel so much more comfortable and part of a larger system. Show you how to make my grilled shrimp chop salad. Chop salads are one of my favorite salads to make. You can use any produce you have in the fridge. Any leftover produce will go great together. You are going to love it. After dinner, we are gonna make a simple dessert with berries, honey, some shaved chocolate, and mint. So many times we think of dessert as being this heavy pastry or ice cream, which, trust me, is delicious. I went to pastry school. I love all of those. But sometimes you want something just very natural and easy, or you don't have any of those ingredients to make something. This is what you can make with things that you probably already have in your fridge. So first we're gonna grill some shrimp on this hot cast iron. Next we're gonna make the dressing. The dressing is just a ton of lime, a ton of mint, some salt, vinegar, and we're gonna toss all of that with this cucumber, avocado, and hearts of palm. Once all of that's combined, we're gonna mix it with this beautiful arugula. Next, we are gonna make the dessert. I have these blackberries, some blueberries, some local Colorado honey, mint, and then the shaved dark chocolate bar. It is gonna be so delicious. So first, what we are gonna do is grill the shrimp. I have some shrimp here. It's already been deveined, and there are no shells. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, maybe a little bit more pepper than that, and then some oil. All of this is gonna go on the grill pan. If you don't have a grill pan, you can definitely use a regular cast iron or a saute pan. Just make sure it gets very hot before you put any of the shrimp on top of it. I like the grill because it gives those nice grill marks, but using any pan will really get this nice and brown and delicious as well. So I'm gonna add a little bit of oil. Okay, and we're just gonna mix all of this together. It's so simple. All right, this cast iron has been preheating. You can already see some of the smoke coming off of it. That means it's nice and ready. We are gonna put the shrimp right on the grill pan. This is gonna cook so quickly. It's really one of those things that you're gonna have to stand by the cast iron. You can't really do anything while you're grilling the shrimp. I like to do about 3 minutes per side. I think that's enough time to cook the shrimp and get it just super charred. I think I can add one more. You'll know it's almost ready when the shrimp begins to get pink. I can already see it's getting pink around the edges. But yeah, we're just gonna leave it on the cast iron until it gets nice and brown. Okay, it's been about 3 minutes. It's time to flip the shrimp. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. There's nice char marks on this. It looks super crispy, golden brown. Look at this shrimp. It's super pink, golden brown, and you still see all of the char marks. It's gonna be so good. All right. Okay, so I think the shrimp is about ready. I'm just gonna flip one over to see. And yep, look, if you see this color, it looks great. Oh, and can you see the smoke coming off of it? We are gonna just take the shrimp off of this grill pan, put it on a plate, and now we're gonna prep all of the vegetables. I just have 2 more shrimp on here that need to cook. All right, so I think these shrimp are ready. I'm gonna add them to this plate with the rest of the shrimp. Remove my cast iron from the hot stove and then just turn my stove off. Now we're gonna get all of the ingredients for the salad ready. First, we're gonna chop all of the chopped salad ingredients. So we're gonna chop the cucumber, the avocado, and the hearts of palm. I'm gonna set this aside for now and bring this bowl in. Okay, now we're gonna chop all of the ingredients for the chopped salad. First, we're gonna do the heart of palm. This is just 14 ounces of heart of palm that has been drained. And I'm gonna do a pretty rough chop. I want about 1 inch rounds throughout. And you can just line them up like I did to make your life easier and put your knife right through all of them at the same time. All right. I love the texture of heart of palm. It's kind of crunchy, but also a little chewy. It's just so delicious and refreshing. I think it gives kind of a meaty flavor to dishes. Great if you're a vegetarian. I just think it's the perfect addition to almost any salad. Now we are gonna do the avocado and the cucumber. So I'm gonna get the cucumber and just lightly skin the entire thing. It's okay if you still have a little bit of the skin. I think that can look really pretty at times. All right. Set this to the side. And then just to make this easier to handle, I'm gonna cut it in half and work with a half of the cucumber at a time. So we are gonna chop this. This is pretty big, so I'm gonna chop it into quarters and then again, just inch slices. I want everything to be roughly the same size. Same thing with this cucumber. We're gonna cut it into quarters and then inch slices. Okay, and then now we're gonna do the avocado. I'm gonna do 2 avocados. So just cut these in half. And then I like to dice the avocado inside of the skin. I think it's way easier. I'm just gonna put my knife right in the middle, cut it into about quarters, and then some pretty big pieces. Once the avocado is thrown into the cucumber and the heart of palm, it'll make the dressing kind of creamy. So you'll still have the avocado chunks, but some of these chunks will just meld with the lime and mint vinaigrette and make kind of a creamy dressing. All right. This is the tiniest seed. These seeds compared to each other, it's kind of funny. Nature is so interesting. All right, put a spoon in here. Okay, so 2 avocados. Salad. Okay, now we're gonna make the vinaigrette. So the vinaigrette's super simple. It's just some mint, lime, a little bit of olive oil, red wine vinegar, some salt and pepper. And we're gonna do it in this bowl. So there's already a little bit of mint in here, no worries. We're gonna do all of the liquid ingredients first. So I'm gonna do my limes. I'm gonna start off with about, I think, 2 limes. I'm gonna just juice both of these. Actually, I might do 3 because I like a lot of lime in my dishes. All right, actually, I'm just gonna keep it at 2. Yeah, that looks like the right amount. So I have about, a quarter of a cup of lime in this bowl. I'm gonna add a good pinch of salt, a good pinch of black pepper, and then I'm gonna start tearing the mint right into the vinaigrette. You can also chop it. I just find that this is easier, and it's kind of nice having the larger chunks of mint in the salad. And we're gonna do a lot of mint. This is gonna be a mint heavy dressing. It's so fragrant. It smells so delicious already. I love fresh mint. When I was in culinary school, we had an herb garden, and there was a variety of mint called chocolate mint. And when you tasted it, it really did taste like chocolate and mint together, but it just looked like a regular mint. It was very, very wild. Just do a little bit more. Okay, so this is all roughly torn. I'm gonna mix all of this together and then see if I need to add more mint. I think that looks good. Oh, let's add a little bit of the red wine vinegar. Maybe like 2 tablespoons. Want to get a little everything. Oh, we need to add oil to this. Hold on. My eyes are tearing. That was not what I was expecting. All right. Okay, so here we have the lime juice, some red wine vinegar, and the mint. I'm just gonna add a little bit of oil. And while I'm adding the oil, I'm gonna try to mix it together with a fork just to combine everything. And then I am gonna taste it. Okay, that looks pretty good. Oh, I think that's so nice. It's gonna be delicious. It doesn't need anything. Perfect amount of mint, perfect amount of salt, pepper, everything. It's so good. So I'm gonna just pour all of this on the veggies. And as I mix this together, you'll see that the avocado will break down and get really creamy and just really delicious. It's almost like a salsa, but with heart of palm and cucumber. All right, that looks so good. So see, you can tell that some of the avocado as I'm mixing is breaking apart. The dressing is no longer looking like a vinaigrette. It's more like a creamy dressing. I love this. Okay, now we're gonna add in some of the arugula. So I like to start with like a handful of arugula at a time and then mix it together. Let me do a couple handfuls. And we'll just fold all of that in. Okay, and I think actually we can add even more arugula to this. The arugula is nice and peppery too, so it'll add just more flavor to the chopped salad. All right, so the salad looks like it's about done. I'm gonna get it plated with some shrimp. Then we're gonna make the dessert. We're actually having dinner on the patio tonight. The sun is about to set. It's mosquito season. The worst time to go out on the patio is actually as the sun's setting because all the bugs come out. So I'm gonna show you a really natural way to make a bug repellent using ingredients you probably already have in your home. I'm gonna show you how to use essential oils to make a non-toxic bug spray. So most bug sprays on the market are loaded with chemicals. I personally don't like to put those on my body, and I don't like those chemicals to be around my home. So I love using essential oils to solve the bug problem. When you're using essential oils, it's really important to start with the problem and then work backwards. So every essential oil is at its most potent form. It needs to be combined with some sort of carrier oil or a dispersant. You've always heard that eucalyptus or lavender are very relaxing, but there are so many other ways you can use essential oils. One other thing that I learned when researching essential oils is that the carrier oils also have very specific properties. So for example, neem oil is not an essential oil, it's a carrier oil, but has properties in it that are a natural bug repellent. Olive oil also has antioxidants in it and will help with any sort of inflammation in case you do get bug bit. Other oils that I like to use are argan oil or rosehip oil. Both of those help reduce fine lines and wrinkles. I like to use coconut oil on my hair. There's really so many oils out there. All of them have so many healing properties, and paired with an essential oil, they can complement each other in so many ways. Really, with essential oils, less is more. You want to use as the least amount essential oils as you possibly can to get the result. When you're mixing essential oils, you want to make sure you dilute the essential oil. If you put it directly on your skin, you can develop a rash, and some people actually can develop a lifelong allergy. So it's very important to dilute it. For children and pregnant women, a 2 to 3% dilution is usually key. And what that means is 2 drops of essential oil for every teaspoon of carrier oil. So in this application, I'm gonna do a teaspoon of neem oil, a teaspoon of olive oil, and 2 drops of the citronella, which is a natural bug repellent. So for the essential oil, this is going to be a roll-on. I like the roll-on instead of a spray because I don't want it to get in the air. I just want to roll it on different parts of my skin where the bugs usually go. And so what I'm going to do first is get a teaspoon and put my olive oil in this funnel. And then I'm going to get the neem oil. And this is just a squeeze bottle, so I'm gonna squeeze a teaspoon of the neem oil into here, into the measuring spoon. right. And I'm gonna carefully put this in the funnel. There we go. So I'm gonna start off with 4 drops of the citronella. We have 2 teaspoons of oil, and I want a 2% dilution. So I'm gonna start off with 2 drops of citronella. And that may not seem like a lot, but if you have used essential oils, you will know that even 1 drop will go a long way. I can already smell it. I'm gonna remove this funnel. Put the lid back on. And when you're using essential oils or making your own essential oils, definitely contact your doctor. Make sure that whatever you're using is safe. And here I have my all-natural bug repellent. I'm gonna put it here on my wrists and a little on my neck and under my ears. I don't smell like bug spray, but I am totally protected. The shrimp salad is all ready. I'm gonna place this to the side as we get the dessert assembled. Okay, so the dessert is so easy. I'm gonna take all of the berries, put them in this beautiful bowl, and we're gonna layer it. So I'm gonna do half of the blackberries, then half of the blueberries, the rest of the blackberries, the rest of the blueberries, and then tear mint. Remove it from the stem and just tear the mint right on top of the berries. Just make sure there's no stems. The more mint, the better, in my opinion. I love mint with berries, with fresh berries, and some honey and chocolate. This is really, it seems simple, but it's surprisingly delicious. This is one of my favorite desserts to make. I actually make this almost every night for myself. I feel like, usually when I have desserts like pastries or ice cream at the end of the night, sometimes I can feel kind of heavy and I don't always feel my best in the morning. But when I have a cup of this, I feel really good. I feel like it still satisfies that sweet tooth without overindulging or feeling really weighted the next day. All right, so we're almost done. Really, the more berries and the more mint, the better. Okay, I think that looks good. So you have the blackberries, the blueberries, the green from the mint. Now we're gonna take some of this honey and drizzle it all over the berries. I'm gonna take a spoon to help me. And this is maybe 2 tablespoons of local honey. We're not gonna mix it. I'm just gonna leave it on top, and then as we're serving, it'll all mix together. All right, that looks so good. Now we're gonna take the chocolate, which is my favorite part. Nothing like sneaking a bite of chocolate. Okay, I'm gonna break this part off. Okay, so I have my dark chocolate here, and I'm gonna use a vegetable peeler to grate the chocolate right on the dish. And you just go back and forth, and you'll have really beautiful shavings. And yeah, that looks so good already. All right, I love this. I think we're ready to go outside. Between this shrimp salad and the berry dessert, this is the perfect dinner to eat outside as the sun is setting.